winner, calls it a perfect storm.
There's a lot of uncertainty right now.
There's a lot going on. Trump's tariffs and his talk about Canada becoming the 51st state, new entry requirements for those spending more than 30 days here, and the weak Canadian dollar, making a trip to the U.S. expensive. The cost was why Sharon Savoy didn't head south for her usual snowbird trip this year, but she's now holding off because of the politics.
I definitely will not be coming to the United States this year. And unless things change, probably not until Trump is out of administration.
That concern even seeping into real estate.
There's definitely been a noticeable change.
Cher Ross, a realtor in Southeast Florida, says about half of her French-Canadian clients have either sold, plan to sell, or are not doing seasonal rentals since Trump's victory. There's also increasing concern that Europeans may limit travel to the U.S., impacting the broader economy. Germany issuing a travel advisory after some of its citizens were detained coming to the U.S. The number of visitors is already down 8.5% this February compared to last. And tourists from France down 5.6%. Travel from the UK is up since last year. And Jacques Girard, a snowbird from Quebec, says he loves Florida.
I have a tan. I'm very calm. I do what I want every day, eat where I want. Why would I stay home and freeze my butt off?
But will more Canadians give Florida the cold shoulder next winter?
This year, very few reservations for next year.
Uncertainty over which direction these snowbirds will fly, with some ending up just a bit further south in Cuba.
Great weather, great people. That's why we keep coming back.
George Solis, NBC News.
Have you seen this trending on TikTok? The new viral challenge that has parents putting their toddlers to the test using one of their favorite sweet treats, cookies. But some experts say parents should take the results with a grain of salt. NBC's Yasmin Vasugian explains.
It's the viral challenge sweeping TikTok. Introducing #Cookie Challenge. Little ones faced with an ethical dilemma. They get 2 cookies and one of their parents gets none at all. For some, it's an impossible decision. Devastation that someone may be missing out.
I didn't get any. Oh.
Quickly remedied by a sweet gesture. Parents tickled and sometimes relieved by their little one's generosity.
Yay!
Other kids delighted with a double helping, wasting no time eating it all up.
But Mama doesn't have a cookie.
But with a little nudge can usually rise to the occasion.
Thank you.
The question is, do these decisions mean something? Is this a true measure of a child's empathy?
I think we all have to be really mindful not to take this one small experiment, which isn't really scientific at all, and broaden it out to...
Dr. Jen Hartstein specializes in psychotherapy with children. She says your child's decision can be largely situational.
If you just did this challenge with your son and he just got home from school, is he hungry and wants a snack? And so I'm more vulnerable to wanting to keep my stuff because I'm hungry versus if you just had lunch and then you did this challenge with him, might you have a different reaction?
Dr. Hartstein says a full understanding of empathy doesn't click until age 3 or 4. I was hungry for answers. Would my kids pass the cookie or keep it all to themselves?
Oh, you're so sweet.
What is that saying about the child, if anything?
We cannot put all of our eggs in the basket that this is a determination of what this child is going to be like as they grow up, because it's not really determining that.
Yasmin Vasugian, NBC News.
Still ahead, food for thought. Tiny bits of plastic are getting into everything you eat. How you can limit your exposure before your next meal. You're watching NBC News.